Hello everybody, and today we are going to be beating Bendy in the Dark Revival. So, literally just finished recording the last episode, and we're just jumping straight into it, I guess. We need to find the dancing figure. So, it doesn't really show me where it is either. So, that's going to be great. I just have to look around until I find some tiny little dancing doohickey. Oh, why is he moving now? It's not in here. That still has a security lock, so I don't know if I'm supposed to even be in here. Well then, that's wonderful. But it saved me over on this side. So did I just skip the whole... No, I still need to find the dancing figure, but... How would I get around these two? I probably need to place the thing. No dancing figure. Now I have the dancing figure.
Music box.
I'm really glad I upgraded. Well, it doesn't matter that I upgraded stamina because I'm dead. Do I have everything? Yes. Yep, just stick it and yeah.
Now I just need to find a good place to put it.
Over on where they are. I need to get up. I need to get up. He's right there. Okay. Okay. Can I place it? I can place it out. Okay. Recharge. Pull that. We're out. I'm surprised we haven't gone to the north wing. They were talking about how it's like all destroyed and stuff. South wing. Yeah. We were in the north wing.
There you are. Thank goodness. Wilson's waiting for you downstairs in the laboratory when you're ready. But first, can I get your help with something?
Yeah. So where is this laboratory? Wilson don't know nothing. He don't know my purpose. I don't want to know what that was. He's like pumping color down here. That's what it'd look like with color, I guess. So the walls are like blue. Okay. I mean, if that's what it takes to kill the ink demon, sure.
You made it. Good. Come inside.
I'm looking right at you. Alright.
Thank you for coming all this way. The Ink Demon is a formidable foe. To truly destroy such a monster, he must be dethroned, humiliated. For months now, I've been working on something that will do exactly that. Cast out the demon, and put a new deity in his place. Stronger, more powerful, and controllable. Together, we just need to unleash our ultimate weapon. Come, let me show you my creation. Isn't he beautiful? Simple but elegant. A treasure. Powerful beyond anyone. The Ink Demon will fall, and we can have peace at last.
Ship ahoy, Dudley.
It could work, but it sounds risky. How will we control him? We don't want to repeat Joey's mistake.
No, we don't. All of the factors must be perfect. The right design, the right science, and the right soul. At last,
He needed me from my soul.
Audrey. This is why you're here. With your soul inside him, my creation will live forever.
Stay away from me. You're insane.
Come now, Audrey.
Push him in.
Part of you knew this was your path. Leave yourself behind and ascend.
I thought you said we needed to save your father. I thought you had a plan to send me home, to make everything right.
I lied. My father is beyond hope. Perhaps you know him. Nathan Arch, owner of Archgate, industrial genius, business tycoon. For years I've lived in his reaching shadow. He always had time for the grand creatives of the world, the doers, as he called them. He knew only the best, the biggest thinkers. How could his lowly son ever hope to compete with that? But now, thanks to you, I can. No need to struggle. My signal prevents you from using those devilish powers of yours. And more importantly, keeps the Ink Demon from getting in. It's time to die, Audrey. And live again as a god.
Kick him in. Kick him in.
No, not this time.
Oh. That's his face. Yeah, but now it's gonna have his soul in it. And he's gonna kill me.
I decided to go for a walk this morning. Took a little stroll down to the park. Enjoyed the warm sun for a while. Found a quiet bench. Even grabbed a hot dog. It's been ages since I've done that.
The ink machine.
You were birthed from the darkest shadows. Or it's time to ask the question.
What question? Okay. Turn that one off. What? Aww. Throw it. Ah. Okay. So he's cooked. Final boss is low-key light. Oh, I have my powers. Okay, so I'm dead. So right after this, yes! So now it's just the ink demon but stronger. Did he just rip me in half? Get him! Oh yeah! Oh. And he was supposed to be stronger than the Ink Demon? Complete Chapter 5, To the Darkest Reaches. The Ink Demon doesn't have a soul either, and at the end we removed his soul. So is the Ink Demon like my dad?
Not I will make you strong. I will make you meaningful.
That's a deal, I'm in. Oh yeah, I'll put my hand in yours. I didn't ask to be eaten. So it's like I have two fathers. Okay. Like, because technically I am birthed from the machine. I know that ain't my hand.
What's happening to me?
I'm massive.
There's always a choice. I know you're in there. Deep behind that evil face. Inside somewhere is my little girl. My Audrey. My greatest creation.
I'm scared. I don't know what's happening.
The past doesn't define you, nor the present. In the end, all those years ago, Joey Drew finally succeeded. He created life. But Audrey, you're so much more than that. You were his family, his daughter, my daughter. And I love you so very much.
Be quiet.
Oh crap.
Remember who you are, Audrey. Remember.
Your words are worse. The failure of Joey Drew dies.
I know you're in there. You don't have to be this anymore. It's never too late. Just a pencil and a dream isn't enough. You have to have heart.
The future is sealed. What do you think you're doing?
I'm starting over. This is the end.
Okay. Roll credits? Maybe? Oh my god! Oh, wow. I'm just gonna say it. He looks nothing like he does in the first game. Roll a clip of him from the first game. But this looks nothing like that. Like, he actually has legs in this one. First one didn't. Alright. And we're like playing as him too. Look at the spine. Look at the back. Look at the butt. Oh yeah. Bang. Oh. Smash. Smash. You mean destroy your body? You know what? I'm just running through. I ain't worrying about you. You're nothing to me. I am being surrounded. Help. Can I die in this form? I don't know. Let's not try and find out. Okay. Sounds like if someone just took a crap. Yo!
Allison! Audrey, is that you in there? Come on, keep moving. We'll get you through. Tom, make us some trouble.
Okay.
Audrey, run!
Alright. Oh, you're so slow! Let me in. Was that Porter? Go.
I got this. Just keep fighting for you.
The evil demon rises.
Sammy!
Yourself to the Lord, the dark puddles. It's time to believe.
Did you just get shot? Okay.
You can do this. Keep fighting.
Oh, I don't want to fight that guy.
Keep going. No. Good luck, Audrey.
Holy, leave me alone. Go.
Dead end. Now what?
Need some help?
Yo!
You came.
Some battles are worth fighting for, even a million times. Come on, I found a projector up ahead. Run for it.
No.
Well then, we'll just have to do better next time.
With the real. Yes. Okay. Definitely a better boss than last time. Studio Starter, complete the game on easy. Studio Scrapper, complete the game on normal. I could not see the last one. The Master's Pen, complete the main story. I don't understand what that means. What is the Slicer?
My father once told me that just because we're born of darkness doesn't mean we belong to it. We're always free to choose. And here, at the very beginning, there's a choice to make. My father's cartoon world was now mine. To rule, to watch over, and to protect. I can make the cycle more bearable for my friends inside. But as for me, I'm the first of my kind. Born of ink, but living in flesh. Joey's world is escaping into ours. So, what's next? Who can really say?
We really brought the demon out of the machine without any sort of protection. Oh, yeah. These were fire last time. Bendy and the Dark Revival. So, if there's like an extras or an archive, I'll go to it. As we know, in the last game, there was an archive, but you had to replay the entire game again to get to it. So, like, wasn't really gonna do that. And so, if there's one on this, archives. Finally, I gotta go to the archives. Oh, hello, Bendy. Hello? Oh. Welcome to the archives. Bendy and the Dark Revival is filled with numerous characters that had a critical role to play in the progression of the game. Here in the archives, you will learn a little bit more about them in an up-close and personal way. Feel free to explore. Okay. So this is Wilson. And Audrey. She got her foot out? Oh. Wilson was a difficult character to balance. At first, the players are purposely led to believe he is a one-note character, obviously evil with an over-the-top villain personality, but as the story progresses, we see other sides of the character, and the player becomes muddled with who the man really is. In one draft, Wilson was written as a servant of Nathan Arch Jr., a separate character at the time, but the story made far more sense when the two characters became one, eliminating a lot of needless narrative complexity. Audrey is a kind-hearted rogue with What is wrong with me? Audrey is a kind-hearted rogue with courage, determination, some flaws, and a deep, dark past. To make our story work, we needed a newcomer to the cartoon studio world, and Audrey was the perfect fresh eyes to help the experience the adventure. From day one of production, we knew that if people didn't connect with Audrey by the end of the game itself wouldn't be successful. Fortunately, she turned out to be quite memorable indeed and stands out from the rest of the cast. I think I'm dyslexic. The ink machine designed by Thomas Connor of the Gent Corporation, stolen by Joey Drew, retrieved by Archgate, and once again reclaimed by Gent. The ink machine's next adventure is a mystery. Okay. Oh my. As the world of Dark Revival becomes more complex and established, we realize the Ink Demon's design needed a complete rethink to match our new tone. Previous versions of his appearance looked absolutely silly when placed in the world alongside the other characters. No amount of creepy music or screen effects could conceal how out of place he looked. The Ink Demon needed to look different than everything else in the world and show a natural progression of the Ink Demon's evolution as Wilson had held the cycle in place. So that's why he looks so different. Beast Bendy. Returning for the climax of Dark Revival, Beast Bendy also was revisited with the mindset of making him far more powerful and beast-like. Traditionally in horror games, they tend to build a point where the main villain becomes a final form monster as a final boss. It's practically a trope. Our idea, what if you got to play as that final form instead? And it was a good idea too. Yo, cycle breakers. The original cycle breaker, Henry Stein, is the ghost of a man who lost his purpose years ago. Once fueled with finding a way to escape the tortures of the Ink Demon after finding his way to his wife, Henry is now left with the cold reality of being a recreation of the person he thought he was. Saved as a special surprise for fans of the Bendy and the Ink Machine game, Henry was strictly omitted from all public discussion of the character during the entire production, which spanned several years, but Henry returned with a very satisfying face reveal. Returning for another victory over the Ink Demon, Allison is always the voice of reason. A beacon of hope, Allison's design was carefully upgraded from the previous Bendy and the Ink Machine game to maintain her personality, but with more fidelity. The purpose of meeting Allison so early in the campaign was to introduce the player to a familiar face after the main introduction. At the start, Allison was able to serve as the motivating force for Audrey until the true plot kicked in later. Tom is Allison's silent protector, and the only Boris clone involved in the main story. Whereas Boris the Wolf, rumor has it during the events of the game, Boris is experiencing a dark survival story of his own, which is a side spin-off game that we will not be playing. The man, the legend, the memory. Creating this version of Joey Drew was both an exciting and daunting process. It was clear from the start that this Joey would be different from the one game. This was a man with all the guilt from a past life, but without the experience to fully understand it. The real Joey Drew made many mistakes, but ultimately learned from them. This doesn't absolve him of his sins, but at the end of his life, he was able to help correct some of them and help fight the darkness he created. Bendy, the iconic imp, was redesigned for Dark Revival to stand out a bit from his traditional cartoon appearance by giving him a suit of clothes. He posed some minor challenges, specifically creating a face that sported the classic Bendy eerie smile, but still managed to be heartwarming in the right conditions. He is a fan favorite, so his design had to be just right. During production, we originally envisioned Bendy to talk with a series of cute squeaks to contrast the dark, low voice of the Ink Demon. But this turned out to be very distracting, and the idea was scrapped early on. Oh, she was part of the Butcher Gang. Okay. Barley, Charlie, and Edgar, the three original members of the Butcher Gang, were formed from the Ink Machine, deconstructed by Alice Angel for body parts, and bond together to stay alive with the sneak attacks of on their prey. In Dark Revival, we meet an artificial fourth member of the gang, Carly, the Ghost Girl. Although, when you begin to examine her closely, Carly begins to only be a shell with perhaps someone inside. Oh, nah! Sammy! Oh, boy. The famous music the famous music composer of the studio. Sammy Lawrence originally had a slightly larger role in the story of Dark Revival, but in a story already filled with so many characters, making them all play a meaningful part became a challenge. He was ultimately sidelined in favor of telling a more coherent storyline, although it was interesting to note that Sammy Lawrence appears to have mastered the flow ability in Bendy and the Ink Machine long before Porter and Audrey could wield it, or weld it. So, okay, so that means the powers were existing long before that. Alice Angel, the self-appointed queen of the studio, Alice Angel is one of the most memorable faces in the Bendy world. Forever lost in a tide of insanity, she is an absolute delight to write for as a character. An angel with many layers. Time will only tell if this inky temptress will ever reappear. Lord Amok. Ruler of a sewer cult, Lord Amok illustrates how the world of the Ink continued to develop into different societies deep within the darkest places. Though he was weak in a fight, his name will simply never die. Dang right, he was... Bro, stay in there. King Widow. Ink widows have begun to infest the light where the light goes darker. Their king, the biggest and most feared, will only emerge from his nest when its young are threatened. Oh, okay. Put your arm back in there, bro. Shipboy Dudley. The demented invention of Wilson, created to serve the dual purpose of dethroning the Ink Demon in the cartoon world, and also upstaging Joey Drew in the eyes of Wilson's father, Nathan Arch, neither of these happened. Shipboy Dudley is a mysterious sailor with his own eerie grin. Similar to that of Bendy, along with his sidekick, Crackle the Crab, it is unknown... Is he the one moving? No. It is unknown just what kind of cartoon adventures they would have had together. Lurker, or Steve, as he became to be known, was originally created as a brute-type enemy that would free roam the way lost ones do, but ultimately felt unnecessary as the random Ink Demon encounters already fulfilled the role of putting the player on edge while exploring previous traversed locations. In the end, the Lurker found a much better calling as an unlikely ally, effectively expanding him more than just a typical enemy. I think that is everyone, unless there's like somewhere else that I missed, and I think that's everyone. Yeah, so I'll call it there. That was Bendy and the Ink Machine. Well, it's not Bendy. That was Bendy and the Dark Revival. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe. I'll try and figure out what to record next, but I have around 3 hours of stuff to edit. So I will see you all in the next one. And peace.